Covers 80% of the Earth's surface, and so that has some profound implications for business and for society. There's no doubt that in the future, and I dare say the near future, people and businesses are going to be existing across the globe, floating and otherwise operating on the open seas. And to help make that vision a reality, the Seasteading Institute, that's their focus. Here to tell us just a bit more about it, and I promise this will only take 5 minutes and then we'll go back to networking and socializing, is Executive Director of the Seasteading Institute, Randy Henkin. Will you please join me in welcoming Randy?
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's nice to see familiar faces and to meet so many new people and some people who never heard about seasteading before. I really think that we are on the cusp of seeing the very first seastead happen before the end of this decade. And the Institute's been around for 5 to 6 years now. We've got 6 years old next year. We've gone through several iterations of our strategy to get to where we're at today. And I'm really excited because I think we found something after all this work that will actually make a seastead take place. So the past year we've been focusing on our Floating City project. If you go online, you can look that up on our website. Our last newsletter really details more than I'm going to give right now. But we looked at 3 things. Is there a market for a residential business seastead? Do people actually want to go and live there? Will they bring their businesses there? And I think the answer, what I'm inferring from our survey data, is yes, there is a market. People want to go seasteading. Secondly, can we design something that will meet that market? So we hired this company out of the Netherlands called DeltaSync, and they came with a concept report that we're going to put out next Sunday that you all should read and enjoy. And the answer is yes, we can meet the market's price point. The third thing we've done to try to make seasteading more attainable in the near future is instead of looking out into international waters where the expenses of engineering and the expenses of moving goods and services are multiplied versus being near shore, we started looking, we need a host nation. We need a place we can put this in a bay in protected calm waters to make it less expensive for the residents. And I'm very excited that we've had contacts now at several potential host nations. This coming week I'm meeting with the presidential cabinet members of a Central American nation to talk about trying to reach an agreement so we can bring our city there. If this works out, we have investors who have said they would like to bring their capital and build the very first floating city. So let's all cross our fingers that all this can move forward, and again, by the end of the decade, we can all have this brunch on a seastead rather than here. I'd like to do a Q&A, but I don't want to monopolize everybody's time. So maybe I'll take 1 or 2 questions now. Before I do, I just want to acknowledge a couple of people in the room. Charlie, where are you at? There's Charlie. Charlie's been such a stellar staff member. He's our staff writer. He's been on the project now for almost 3 years. And, I can't do my work without him, so I really appreciate Charlie. And then Joe, he's writing our book. He's really helped us, conceptualize our ideas. Our book's not going to come out until 2015, but when it does come out, it'll probably be the best thing you've ever read. We're also going to be putting out a video series in the next few weeks that Joe did for us, so please come online and check that out. John's one of our board members. He's been with us for 3 years and has given us a lot of guidance. And I really appreciate everything you do for us, John, so thank you. And then I see other friends and a few ambassadors in the room. I don't want to try to name everybody, but thank you for being here. We also have some T-shirts over here and some long-sleeve shirts that we'd like to